Hello friends, this is Transport Fever 2 Metropolis, and I'm... Indeed, last time we were here we focused on aeroplanes, which need airports. So this is an airport on which there are some aeroplanes. You know all of this. I've been busy. Well-ish. I've been busy-ish. Look at all the little people. I've added a few more planes, added a few more trains to make things a little bit more lively. Let's do a quick recap. There are, at the time of speaking, 47 people waiting to get on a plane, which is super. This plane obviously has just landed and it is full. So how many planes am I running? I think four. That's not a helpful button. This one is though. It's making money a lot of four planes. It's all full up. We're running maximum people in both directions, which is wicked. Here's the train station, ready to head back again, and we'll jump on board this because I absolutely love this little route. I think it's chuffing delightful. I made one quickie change to this. There's still only one train on it. The quickie change that I made was to add a minimum stop time at this end of the line, purely to ensure that it captures as many passengers as possible. I mean, to be honest, it's not so much of a problem at the moment. Plenty of passengers coming on a regular basis. I might need to revise that idea, but hey, it's all good. Didn't do too much in the way of decoration, just enough to kind of sell that this is a thing. It's happening. It's all pretty lively. But why am I keen on this route? I really love this bridge. I absolutely love it. I think this bridge is terrific. There's nothing especially special about it, other than it's the right kind of span, going over the right kind of distance. It's single track, and goodness me, look at the views. Look at all of this, things you can look at with your eye. Not so much going on over there. It says Transport Fever on the front of the train. Ugh, advertising. God, would you Adam and Eve it? But plenty to see, which is nice. The only way it could be improved is if I had a plane fly underneath it. But I mean, I'm too old for that. I've done it anyway. I've had planes flying under and over all kinds of things in the quest for scenicness, and let me tell you, I'm a absolute boss at it. Few are as boss as me. I know I could speed things up, but we're almost there. It's only a short route, but it pays off. It makes a nice amount of money, and it goes into Asgard, which is it's screaming up. Is Asgard? It's getting bigger rapidly. Oh, look! I mean, look at the rapid bigness that it's doing there, with lots of lovely passengers waiting. If we now jump off, you see, it's making good money. Passengers waiting, plenty of people waiting, apart from the Ready Connects. But I think the Ready Connect is the train that's just left, so that's all quite magnificent. Miggins Island, 600 passengers waiting. Crikey! And you kind of go, oh, have you fixed Miggins Island? And I go, a bit. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Just brilliant. I don't know what's going on around here and why these lot are all being like, no, I don't want a skyscraper. Everyone wants a skyscraper. Go get yourself one. Miggins Island. Yeah, let's go down here. I have rectified it. Why was the queuing happening on Miggins Island? Is it down to illustrious track building? Is it down to voodoo? It's down to the signalling system. It's quite sensible. When it is quite sensible. It will let through the train that has the most passengers waiting. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Whichever service has the most passengers waiting, it will give it priority. So as you can see, Miggins Island, no, it's the Carpenter Flyer was the one that used to get stuck the most often. That's it. It was the one that had the fewest passengers waiting. Anyway, what have I done to fix it? I've changed all the trains. I've modernised. We've gone 377s on everything, or just about everything. The Carpenter Flyer is still running a loco hauled consist, but everything else. So we got this beefcake over here, which now has a capacity of 95, and frankly, I could make that bigger as well. But it's okay. It's all good. Either way, it has reduced the amount of queuing going on. Here comes the carpenter flyer now. And it should be there you go, straight in, look. Straight in. No fuss at all. 500,000 in a hole. It's still working its way out of the hole that it was dug in by having to queue the entire time. But it's worth. See, look at that. There you go. No, super. So yeah, it's working better now. I mean, many of you commented on, oh no, just add another platform, and you kind of go, I'm doing it deliberately so that I'm not adding another platform. Adding another platform is easy mode. If you want to play easy, there's nothing to stop you, and that's fine. But what I'm interested in are a smaller number of platforms that are readily occupied most of the time. And this is the poster child for that kind of ethos. You could very easily just do single track with one train on each track if you wanted to, but I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. Right, what are we doing? Back to Asgard again. We're pushing on. So now look at this bridge. It's flipping lovely. It's just a lovely bridge. No, I mean, I know I crow-fliesed it in. Crow-fliesed? Yeah, because crow-fly is the verb, and we're using the past tense thereof. Crow flew? No. Fly is not the same type. Shut up. So yeah, I just think it looks great. Okay, it's a cheeky bridge in between two bits of cheeky tunnel, and it's a little zippy along train service. I love it. What are we doing? Right, we're going to work on the last major route. Or the last major route that I'm aware of at the moment. I'm sure there will be several other last major routes. And that will take us from Asgard out towards this cacophony over here. And, yeah. Which way are we going out? Yes, we are. Yeah, you didn't answer the question. Which way are we going out? I think we might. You see, here's the track that I've got laid that I was planning on using, which kind of curves around that way before swinging across the bridge. Now, obviously, we don't need to swing. What are you waiting for? Why are you queuing? Why are you queuing? Oh boy. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, I might need to turn my attention to that at some point, but not today. Yeah, and before then swinging out and heading over this way. And you go, yeah, I know it's not the right answer, is it? The secondary answer would be, well, we made this new tunnel for the airport line. You could take that tunnel out, multi-track it up, and then do some splittage here and go down the side of the airport. And you know that I like doing down the side of the airport, which brings us in up here in Sherma. I mean, Sherma's got a station there at the moment, but it's not a special station. This was stuck in a moderate amount of time ago. It's working just fine. It's making nice profit for me, but is that where I want it? Well, I don't know yet, and that's today's project, which I may or may not finish today. Yeah, okay, I may or may not finish today. Sorry, I just had a vision of what's coming for me. Because I'm going to build another elevated internal commuter route, into which I want to connect this exterior-facing passenger service and then another exterior-facing passenger service. Maybe we come in down this way. We've got all kinds of choices. Finish up down here in Pleasantville, and that will do the job. Yeah. Either way, there's a lot of bulldozing coming up. I mean, you would expect little else, right? So where do I want my stations? Well, if we assume we're going to keep Sherma where it is, then you're going to want to hook round at the end of Sherma before hitting Hill Valley, probably on the slant, more or less where this bus stop is now. Apologies for doing this on the zoomed out. Possibly about there. That will give a little overlap in terms of catchment, but it will catch different areas of the town. That would also then lead to a really rather pleasant quick zip through the hillside before moving down towards our next stop, which would be Royston Vasey. Yes, it would. And then you know what else I want to do? I want to do a lot here. Oh, this could be interesting. Okay, I've just had an idea. And then we come down past Royston Vasey to Silent Hill, skip Silent Hill, we do a stop at Pleasantville, keep going till we reach Erie-ish. In fact, this open block here that says, put a station in there, son, do yourself a favour. You've got to go, well, we've gone too far then, because I'll have to hook up around there if I want to continue in a circle. But what if I didn't? What if I make this a go in and then back out again? You could do a figure eight with trains. It's not a good idea, but I'm going to. Right, okay, fine, good. Right, let's get started. Where am I starting? Let's start with the piece of open land that we've got. Let's start right about here. Now, I don't want this to end up being just something, right? I want it to end up being something else. Perfect. You've explained that brilliantly. I rather think I have. Now, I'm going back to elevated stations. Forgive me, I'm going to spend 2 minutes on elevated stations to see if any of them are going to look good, or whether I don't want invisible bridge. Just give me anything at all and let me see if it actually sits in there correct. No, well, that's not it. Well, like this. Yeah. Because the problem with this mod is it's missing stuff. There are assets as part of this mod that are just missed. They're absent from the mod, and that makes me sad. Now, it doesn't seem to matter what you choose there. What about this? All this roof stuff looks great. Why don't you just use the mod anyway, and then afterwards asset it up to make sure that it looks like it's actually properly supported. And let's be consistent with regard to the design that we go for, and that way you don't muck about with different anythings. Okay, that's just an old station building with a hat. Yes, it is. All right, try something like that. What about a middle era? See, that could be quite nice, but I think it's wrong. You want a small modernish. Yeah, somewhat small and modernish. Okay, right. Okay, we're there. We're into it. Let's drop the height of the platform down so I haven't got to do too much work to sell that it's all part of the same business. The minimum height. It is just wearing it as a hat. Can you tell it to have more than one platform? What? Yes! Now it's 3 buildings wearing a hat. Yeah, that's a bit odd. Yeah, it is a bit odd. I think we'll leave it like that. Yeah, okay. How many tracks have you got in there? 2. With a platform in the middle. I don't hate it. I do not hate it. Okay, alright. Anything else that we need to change before we crack on with this? Just do those are for side tracks. I don't want side tracks. I want regular tracks. And then I'm going to be scrolling back down again to choose the look and feel. I'm not convinced this is making any difference. No, it's not. What's that? Main track type. Lies. There you go. That's it. That's standard track. No need to make any fuss. I think if I were to take the time once I'm done to just asset up the bottom end of this, then I think we're good. And you know what? I quite like this glass-covered effigy that we've got going on. Effigy? Would you not prefer edifice? I want effigy, and you can shut your face. Right. Slap it in. Nice, dinky little stations. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, well, that's what you're building. Does it tendril? Yes, it does. Okay, you're going to need to do a bit of work on this to make it look right. Yeah, so if I put that in about there, then there is road space left and right. What if you were to build here where the buildings are already and just build road on the other bit of it? Pull it out that way a little, and then, okay, sold. Done. We've got one. Okay, pause it time, because we're about to get violent. Okay, so next stop will be Pleasantville. Now, historically, I like to build right the way along the coast, right? Because it just looks nice. But this time around, I think we'll go inland a little so that we can get some builds go on both sides. All right, okay. you know, the city's almost laid out in a way that looks great. I was just looking at the curve going around the corner. I was going, oh, if it actually didn't arc all the way around the outside, that would actually look really nice. Well, says I, why don't you build the arc all the way around the outside and let the AI build back onto it? Can I go, well, hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. No, I think that's asking for trouble. All right. So what about this tram track? I'm going to kill it. We built this early on, right? And varied people said, it's not making a profit because of this, that, and the other. It's not making a profit because no bugger's riding on it. So I'm killing it. Yep. Yeah. Why is no one riding on it? No one's riding on it for the simple reason of they're difficult and peasants. So there's that. Slice, that's what you called this place because it's Slice of Life. That's a really terrible name. I know, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, people don't need to get around for the moment. This was supposed to be a nice, tidy little earner at the early stages of the game. I think it made a bit of cash early on, but certainly not enough that I care about it. No, you just go back to your roots. There you go. Slice, trolley, other one. The reason I'm taking that out is because this tram stop and others that may look a little bit like it are about to be toast. Right on. Yep. Now, I'm going to excommunicate more than is strictly necessary here, but that's okay. Because I say so, and I'm the one with the bank accounts. Right. I already have. I've got some good schemes. I've got some good notions for what I'm going to do with all of this. Right, where are we? This is Pleasant Village, around here. We do have freight deliveries happening in this area. So we don't want to disrupt those too heavily, but I'm not knocking out an extreme amount. I mean, it does look like there was an asteroid strike that came straight through the middle of there and gouged out. I mean, I could even make it look like that, but I won't. Yeah, just something. All of this over here, yeah, and that, yeah, don't need it. Yeah, I think I might have broken a route. No, I only had the two. Pretty certain I only had the two. Right, next one is going to go in here-ish, I guess. Okay, all right. Where that truck stop is at the moment. You're going to take out the truck stop? No, I'll leave that in. We shall studiously avoid it, but builds hereabouts, sort of-ish. Hereabouts, sort of-ish, yeah. All right, and then we pull an aggressive corner. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Take out this lot, right? Have your stop in this area here. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see this build back. Now you've broken something. I think it's because there's no connecting road for the trucks to get back to where they need to be. That will fix when I slap in some roads later on. You lot, you're building in the wrong place. So I'm just taking you out on principle. Yeah, don't build over there. It doesn't help anybody. Right, and then some sort of hillside either skirt along or tunneler through before we hit up around here. Okay, yeah. Okay, that gives me as many options as I need. And then coming out of there, we're going to come on into here. That's going to need another platform, or arguably, no, yeah, one more platform. I think it's only using one at the moment. I'll double check on that. So if we take out this edge, yeah, this is it's aggressive town planning is what we've got going on here, where it's not so much planned as just I'm building it. Shut up. And it all just it happens. It all just works. Right. In fact, yeah, you're all for the chop, I'm afraid, friends. Yeah, it's got to be done. I've got to make some structural changes. Don't worry. When I've made the structural changes, life will be better for you. Now, do you want the traffic from Sherma to go anywhere else? This is Sherma, obviously. Do I? I don't think so. So then we'll head straight through here. Right. You're going to reinstitute the trams. No, won't need them. because everything will be on trains. You just took out a truck stop. Yeah, okay. Everything will be on trains, and therefore there won't be any need for surface level tram stuff. Well, you should take out all of the stops then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will do. I'm going to commit to it. I'm signing up. We'll keep all the truck stops in. They were forming a valuable public service, and were largely responsible for the growth that we've got going on here. So yeah, they're just. I don't know why you fancy your chances there, friends, but you haven't got any. There you go. No, we're coming through. Now I'm going to endeavour to make this an elevated railway. Whether or not that works is anybody's guess. I'm going to guess, yeah, I'll probably be okay. But we've got changes in elevation going on anyway. Look at whoa, dearie me. I mean, I don't hate the notion, but I think we can do it better. Yeah, no, you're all dead now. No, we'll try that again and make it a bit nicer, shall we? See, look here, just a quick curve around, but try and keep the elevation on both sides of the jump to be the same, and that will work out well. Right, I've had enough of bulldozing. No, I haven't. No, I've got one more bit of bulldozing to do, and it's wherever Sunnydale is, which is here. Right. Okay. Right, what are you taking out? Yep. All of that. Really? Oh, I might even take out all of this as well. Yeah. You will see why, and if it comes off, you're going to go, oh yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. If it doesn't come off, you'll kind of go, yeah, I see what you were trying to do, but you didn't do a very good job of it. Could go either way at this point, but we'll see. It will be a grand adventure in which everyone's invited. Right, let us modernize this station. Yeah, let's have a. I don't know why the accent. I just don't. It just happens. You have got 3 tracks here already. Are you telling me I bulldozed that road without any real need? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Also, if you bring in the flyer down here, yep, then you can just hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Will this be happy? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. We can add a second deck to what we've got going on, because this doesn't seem to give much of a fig for whether it's clipping through something. Okay, that's moderately interesting. Okay, how do you want to do this? Right, let's change this up. Because obviously we don't need all of this capering going on. We can take quite a lot of this out. Because this station at Sherman only needs 1 track. Alright, so let's make that happen. You know what you should have done? Yeah, I know what I should have done. Hang on, there you go. Just save some time, son. Instead of deleting, one tiny little bit at a time. I don't want to lose this. No, it's that one, okay? It's that one. Right, okay, yeah, I've got it. Right, so let's now go for a terminus. Let's make it 160, because I think that's what we had before. If not, it was 120. Okay, yeah, right. Now, look at your alignments. You look at your alignment. No, just behave. Alright, put the alignments in about here. Alright, because I'm going to put a fatty road on both sides. Okay. Right, and then onto that, that has inherited good times and good tidings. Why won't you let me mod? Thank you. I want to configure. Give me more platforms of the passenger variety. Yeah. Totally unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway because it's cool. Flattening gun. Yeah. We're probably going to need that. Put some canopies on that, would you, please? You sure we're going to need them? I am not. However, put them on anyway. All right, give me some canopy action. Oh, hold on. No, give me this. Yeah, take out these roofs. All right, put on some tasteful canopy, please. Yeah. Oh, that's righteous. Yeah. And protected from the elephants. Okay, that's spanking. Yes, it is. It's a shame about this end building being kind of, you know, not exactly symmetrically anything. All right. Well, look, we'll try and mitigate that either through the use of one building or two, like this. See, we put one there, right, and then you put one there. Yeah. And what do you put in the middle? You paint it. You paint it with things. Right. Now, because we're clear blah 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 blah. Because we're keen to get people in two areas, we'll put a there you go. It's sorted. There we are. Yeah, see, it looks good. Sort of like a skateboard, but wrong. And a train station. So sort of not like a skateboard at all then. I think if I were to describe it as skateboard-oid, people would go, yeah, I can get behind that. I can see the skateboardedness of that. And then, just let me check. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, does it work on both sides? Give it a 180 there, and yes, it does. Funky. Right, we stick that in here. Right. Make the overlap slender. A slender overlap would be great. Something like that. Yep. Just stick it in. Done. Okay. And then you get the fat roads to sort out any potential problems. Give it a flattening gun. Let's put it onto don't muck about strengths there and stick it in. Slam it on in here. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's we can work with. It's not completely submerged. It's just a little bit submerged, and that's fine. It's as nature expected, intended, and deserved. Right, let's fix this bit of track and then let's crack on. I don't know whether it's going to work or not, but you've got to get to a point where you're going to go like, I've done everything. What haven't I done? Well, you haven't done that in that particular order. You're going to go, haven't you? Right, let's try it just and see what happens. There you go. Stick you in there. Now, one other thing for you to consider there, champion, before you continue your quest to take on Asmodan and his merry pit weevils, is where are you putting the depot for the loop? Alright, just, you don't have to have an answer now. It's probably better that you don't have an answer now, but you will need an answer. Is that working? Yes, it is. Fine. Right, now, roads. Yeah. You're going to do roads now? Why don't you do all your stations, then all the track, and then all the roads? Oh, you're so desperately organised. Desperate is one way of describing it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now, when it comes to sticking some roads in, I'm going to be aiming for trying to do some roads in a way that might lead to some interesting building. It might not, of course, but, you know, hope springs eternal. Now, that's where we want it. We'll put it in then. All right, I have done. I probably will want to upgrade this road a little bit, but yes, that's okay. And we're gonna sail through here before coming out on the corner here at Royston Vase. Yeah. So I like this bit here. See, right here. That's another dead truck stop. Yeah, but it's because the road's not straight, and I want to make a straight road down here. This feels like a good bit of main road opportunity. You are going to leave some of these towns standing, right? Well, I mean, ideally, yeah. Because if you go too far, none of this is going to work. I don't believe you. There you go, just something like that. Now, that's fine. It doesn't need to be perfectly parallel. Sort of closely, almost parallel is sort of almost closely near enough. You know, I think you're out of control, and I think there will be those in the comments that say like, "Oh, why ever bother? If you go, right, that's the tone they'll use," and you'll go, "Yeah, I know," but they don't know the game like I do. That's big talk there, Chief. Yeah, it is, because I'm the big chief and I talk big. I wonder if I can. I wonder if there's an asset building somewhere with a gap in it. Ooh, yeah. I'd quite like my elevated rail to go through a gap in a building. Well, now you're just being fanciful. I think I think most of what I do is fanciful. But I mean, I could probably fashion one. Whether or not it looks good after I have fashioned it is anybody's guess. But I think I could probably accomplish that. Right, split the difference, please. Okay, all right. You got that one. You got this one, and about here. Yeah. All right. We'll make the surrounds fit the infrastructure rather than the other way around, which is how people would normally do it. But I've got 12 billion. I've got almost 13 billion in the bank, and therefore, who cares? Right. So the idea is, I mean, just to reiterate the idea, we come in, we go round, we go in, we come back out again, we go round, and we go round, and nobody uses. Well, no, loads of people use it, but it doesn't make much money because the distances involved are too ruddy short. But it's going to be feeding 2 inbound stations. Good point. Where's the other inbound station? Well, it's going to be either Royston Vasey, which kind of makes sense, or it's going to be whatever this is, Pleasantville. Okay, so Royston Vasey to Shermer, because that's kind of what we're dealing with here, right? Royston Vasey to Shermer is 2 stops. Pleasantville to Shermer is 2 stops. So which do you want to do? Royston Vasey's closer. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yes. Well, if one were to do Pleasantville rather than Vasey, then there's the opportunity for a ground level track to come in underneath the upper level one, or it continues along the side. Okay, all right. Let's see about adding a platform 3. I don't think it's that simple. I know this is going to be awkward, isn't it? And you're going to need this to be longer. That long enough for you? Yes. Is it too long? Nope. Not with the train I'm thinking of running. Okay. Yeah. No. Track groups 2. I don't think that's done anything. I'm right. It hasn't. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Just for the sake, 8 track groups. Nope. Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah. Might as well stick with 1 then. Okay. Well, there's a thing. Yeah. What if you just no. You don't ruin it. You've got something that you like the looks of. Stick with it. Platform interior. Oh, that's era C. That. Yes. Make this one the modernist. Interesting. No, I think that's got you flummoxed. Yeah, bridge type. Just out of... Oh, don't tell me I could have had this all along. All right, well, I won't, but you could have. You've missed a bit there, and therefore you're going to be going back now and rebuilding the rest of the line. I say line. You're not rebuilding the line. You're going to be rebuilding that means you won't have to faff around with quite as many assets. Yeah. Whoa! Gently does it there, demon. No, that looks too mysterious. What about you? Yeah. Well, this one. That's the one you went with to start with. Yeah, I know. I quite liked it. That one. Yeah. I mean, it looks. You don't have girders overhanging your buildings. Yeah, but I quite liked that. All right, we'll go with it then. Yeah. Why is it not green? It looks like it should be green. Concrete construction. Let's not. Okay, it says experimental, and therefore it says I'm going to destroy your game randomly. Okay, right, good. Yeah, no, right, good. Okay, we're coming in here, which means you're going to be sharing platforms. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I've done something like that before. It's going to work. Okay, all right. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Does it still look good now that we're outside the build mode? Well, you've still got this ugliness. These checkered blocks here are something's missing, and I'm not sure what. And so are these, and I can fix those. That's well, I can't. I can mask those. I could just plunk a tree in the middle and it would mask it a little bit, but I'll maybe try and do something a little bit more imaginative. Right, we'll stick with that. Let's go and replace all of these. Yeah. Get out. I mean, the scheme is still the same. This should just be a quite straight transformation. Plop it in. No, it's forgotten everything that you asked it to do. Oh, cheers. No, that's because you were on update. You weren't on... there you go, a bit of that. Right, okay. Just dangle it in the right place. Like that. And it's fine. Yeah, it's a quick in and out job, this one. Not too much more finagling going on. Well, okay, but you know I do quite enjoy a finagle. But that's not what you're here for. You're not here for finagling. You're here for important tactical operations of a transit sort of nature. It's all just words, bruv. It's all just words. That's all it is. Right, take this one out as well. I could have edited this out, but I didn't. I thought, no, it's all right. I can make the commentary fairly compelling while I'm doing this. And it has to be said that now I'm in the moment. I'm not so sure you can, I think I think you rather overrate your level to which you can make this look interesting. Yeah, that's all right. We're almost done. Very worse, just as well, because this is painfully boring. Right, last one. Okay, I think this is going to look great. Have you solved the depot question? Pardon? Oh, that's a no then, is it? Yeah, it is. Just stick it on in there. Right. Okay. Good. Now let's build track. Okay, we'll start with the easy approach here, which is building the track. Just building the track. Find a piece of bridge work that you like, and then you're all golden. Okay. I like this bridge work. Well, this is just as well, because that's the bridge work that we're going to use. But I think that's never mind. Fine. This junction could end up being a bit ugly, but I'm gonna live on a dream and say that it isn't. Right. We don't need the second. Yes, you do. Oh, I do. Yeah, you're also going to need a set of points on here. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, you are. Right. Okay. Anyway, look. You do that. Good. I think this is the way that you're going to have to do it, because you're going to have the flipping manky junctions going on for all of these, unless, oh heaven, all right, no. I think this is the way to go. Right, as you do that, yeah. Right, then we're going to go up the middle like this, yeah, up the middle like this, yeah. Okay, right now get rid of these. All right, do the same the other end. All right, this is if this comes off, it's going to look great. Okay, trust me. If it doesn't come off, then I have a second idea that might equally look okay. Right, you come out. Just no. Why? No, don't stop trying to help me. No one can help me. Only I'm in charge of my own density. Just leave it to me, and everything will be fine. Dash narn it. Right, yeah, put those in like that. And then stick these in here. Why have you built a lump? Don't build a lump. I don't want a lump. I want elevation. Yeah, right, okay, so there, stick that in like that. Yeah, right. This is the test case. If it works, it's going to take a little bit of finalising. But I'm going to do this all the way around, and I will probably spare you me having done that, because it's not going to be very interesting. I think the exciting part of this is going to be when I start threading roads in and out and shake it all about. Why have we got a wonky corner there, dude? You could just do this in a straightish line. And then put in an aggressive corner towards the... Stop going downhill. You're trying to help me again. We've spoken about this. There you go. See, look, you do it like that. And that looks somewhat neat and somewhat orderly. Which is what we all truly crave. Right, and then hook round onto there, and there's no need for excessive swan neckage or anything like that. See, it just looks smart. Kind of go, yes, it does. I agree, it does look smart. However, it really doesn't get you into the platform, though. And I kind of go, well, here comes the clever bit. Is we branch off like this, right, and then we branch off symmetrically from that. Yeah, right, and then you get rid of the middle bits. Now this, and what you end up with is 97% great, because that's doing a thing. It's arguably a collision hazard for your train coming up. What if you didn't get rid of that? Oh, an undo button would be my friend about now, but that doesn't exist, and therefore we work with the constraints that we're working with. Yeah, so if you did put that back in, yeah, I think I rather fluked that one fitting in as well as it did there, but hey-ho, not going to knock a fluke. Then do that. Yeah, that's fixed nothing. All right, okay, well, look. I mean, that's what you need it to do, so why don't you just settle for it? Yes. You'll have to see a train going past there to see whether or not that's agreed. What have you done here? Why have we got a gap going on there? Why can't I have nice things? I deserve them. Right. Just connect. Yeah. No flipping gap in it. You won't stick a gap in the railings when they're clipping into each other. No. But on a relatively straight approach to a flaming whatnot, you're going to go, we'll stick a gap in here. Why, though? Because it'll hate it. Right, and then we do the same here, right? So you just grab off. And you can go from anywhere. But the idea is that you go from the same place on both sides, and it ends up looking tidy. You're going to leave those fences in? I'm really tempted to. Although they're different on each side, which upsets me. There you go, just do that then. Yeah. And then you've got this splayed collision hazard going on again. Okay, yeah. I think that looks tidy. Tidier. Okay, right, maybe not 100% tidy, but certainly tidier. Question? Yes. Please ask your question. Now, you've said this is an in and out station, right? So you're going to come in from this way and then go out that way. Yep. And then you're going to come in this way, yeah, and head out that way. Yep. How exactly are you planning to do that then? I'm very glad you asked. Flipping. I'm going to have to make something horrendous here. Show me. Yeah, something along those lines. Well, that doesn't look so terrible. Not at the moment, but give it time. Right. Okay. I think if I might put this junction in, it looks okay. Then I'm going to live with it. Does it look okay? You got more death fencing. I think the death fencing is just a thing. I think it's just something we're going to have to live. What's this here? No. That can't possibly be allowed to stand. Get rid of that bit as well, just for the sake of order. You saw it as well as me. I mean, you knew that couldn't be allowed to stand. It's just wrong. Right, come on down. Stay on up, or don't. Yeah, no. See, look, you've bended yourself there, and that's not what we're about. Do this. Yeah. Go back up. Right. Okay. Do this. Yep. Don't try and help. Good. Thank you. Now here's a philosophical question for you. Oh, really? Yeah. Is it better that it tries to help by default, or would it be better if it didn't? Oh, well. Yeah. Oh, well, indeed. I think it's better that it tries to help by default. Yeah, I think so too, because there will be people who are relatively new to this kind of caper who just kind of go, oh, why is it so difficult? And therefore, it helping is not a bad thing. And then when you get, you know, sour old boots like myself who just kind of go, I'll pack it in, I can figure it out. I know how to figure it out. That's the thing that I've managed to work out for myself, thanks. What are you doing here? Why are you quad tracking this? That's not the plan. No. Then stop it. You've got it doing what it's supposed to. Now build it out a bit further. And then choose your hook along points. Okay. So we go on down here and do that. Oh yeah. You know what? I think that's a justifiable. Oh yeah, that one. I think this is going to look great. You know, I think this is. I think that we're onto a winner as far as a route is concerned. I was pretty happy with the one that we built out in Fantasy, so Ironforge and its homies. Yeah, I was pretty pleased with that, but I think this one has the potential to be even better still. What we will do though is ruin Christmas for quite a few people and take this lot out. Yeah, see, I'm no longer that bothered about truck stops. I've ruined enough of them that I'm going to have to figure all of that out again. But it's okay. It's all going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. Right, peel off from about there. Yeah. Right, and peel off from about here. Yeah. See, there you go. Just a bit of that. Do a bit of this, and another death junction. Great. And enough room to get... Well, I mean, it may be a little bit of terrain manipulation might be warranted, but there's enough room under there to things. Right, what should we do next? Well, you know what? I've enjoyed doing it so far. Let's keep going. And that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. What? Yeah, that's right. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode. No, I'm sorry. There must be some kind of mistake. You haven't finished. You can't wrap up the episode when you haven't finished. Watch me. Because I'm going to be back with the next episode really, really fast. Where we'll finish this off, but I'll have finished the track. Right? So the next episode is going to be all about then making the road do something tasteful. I'm sorry, what? And then we'll ride it and we'll hook it up to Asgard. There's lots to do in the second part. We won't get... This is as good a place as any. I was thinking maybe I'll skip the rest of the track build. They're going to want to watch you do the tunnel bit. Alright, then maybe I don't skip the rest of the track build. Maybe I'll just do the bits that are... I'll leave the tunnel bit. I'll do the rest of the track build. And then we'll reconvene. And do the rest of the town. So there you go. That's the end of the episode. Don't fight me on this. I know best. I think that's debatable. It isn't debatable. I know best. I know what makes for compelling Transport Fever video action. I am the home of compelling Transport Fever. All the rest of that. This station's on the wonk. Yeah. Right. I've been Colonel Faye. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with the next one. Obviously, if you're watching this retrospectively, the fact that it was tomorrow when it came out, that won't come as much of a shock to you because you're watching it on some kind of playlist. But for those who tune in on a regular basis, they'll be going, "Ooh, tomorrow," he says. Oh, in that case, all is forgiven. I go, yeah, darn tootin', I know best. So there's that. There's this. Don't help. It was helping again. It does seem jolly high. It'll be fine. It does seem jolly. It'll be fine. Right, thanks for watching. Cheerio.